I wonder the beginnings of the journey for you, in particular, your Christian journey, because most people know you, or they at least they think they know you and your family, because your name as businessmen, industrialists, and philanthropists is so well known. But for you as a Christian, how did the journey start personally?
I was at the 20th anniversary of late Oba Oyebade Lipede, the Alake of Egbaland at that time. And it was Pastor Adeboye who preached the sermon.
Now he's the general overseer of the Redeemed Christian
Of
Church.
the, that's right. He was the one preaching the sermon. I was right under the pulpit where he was preaching. There were so many traditional rulers there. And his sermon really taught me. And then when he made an altar call, I raised my hand. I gave my life to Christ. And since then, there had been no looking back.
So, of course, here we are. You've just written Living Waters for Kings and Presidents, which is something of a devotional in itself, which is, I guess, an extension of your faith and your journey with Jesus. But let me ask you, though, there's something I really want to find out about, because I know that you have a gathering of other kings and leaders, and you gather them under the banner and the worldview of Jesus. Tell us a bit about that, because for someone who may be watching in Europe or in Australia, who knows nothing, all they know of Africa is what they see on the media. Tell us about what God is doing with the other kings.
Well, the King's Day of Praise again was a mystery on its own. I received a letter telling me God was looking for somebody who would gather kings to praise him. When I got the letter, I looked at it and said, well, I just put it to the side. But one day, suddenly, I picked it up again. And then it struck my mind that, wait a minute, I should do something about this. Up till today, I have never seen the person who wrote the letter. I don't know the person who wrote the letter. I can't even find the letter up till today. But I was motivated enough to start the King's Day of Praise.
Now, this book that you talk about, Living Waters for Kings and Presidents, this is, from what I know, this has gone to Her Majesty the Queen in England. It's gone to Barack Obama. There are many other leaders around the world that have gotten this book. So let me ask you, for Kabiesi Tejuoso, what is your ultimate dream, not only for your kingdom, but for everyone that has contact with you and your subject? What is it that God has put in your heart ultimately?
Well, my hope and prayer is that everyone that I come in contact with, by the good grace of God, should end up in the kingdom of God, not the kingdom of Satan. It is the responsibility of every Christian to get people to the kingdom of God. Jesus Christ, his last order to us was that we should go into the world and evangelize up to the end of the world. And it's only after we have got to the end of the world that he will come back to rapture the Christians, the brides of Jesus Christ. So if we don't make sure that we do these things, we delay the coming of Christ, and that's not too good for us. So my ambition is that everyone should be involved in the work of evangelism, so that everybody would end up in the kingdom of God, rather than that of Satan.
Now, finally, Kabiesi, you gave up a bright career as a doctor. Your family are known for great business. It seems you put that on the back burner to focus on being a king. Looking back at your journey up till now, the many travels you've traveled around the world. You've sat with world leaders. You've been a philanthropist. You've done a whole host of things. What would you change if you had the power to?
I wish I had been much, much closer to God than hitherto. If I had started early, but again, maybe even if I started early, I would still go through all the journeys of being a medical doctor and so on. Because being a medical doctor also helps in this journey of the kingdom. It probably makes you more sympathetic to human endeavors. For this life, I'm happy with what I am. And thank God for where I am.